Brethren, I pray you sing a new song. Sing praise in the assembly of the righteous. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains. This honor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song.
You be ashamed, he gonna be ashamed of you when he returns. And I know you don't want that. Nobody wants that, right? Yeah, you go.
This is Mark chapter 8, verse 38. It says, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
Right, so if you be ashamed looking around, seeing who's looking at you come talk to us, hey, he gonna do the same thing. He gonna be like, hey, I don't know her. Get her away from her. He gonna tell his angels, get her away from her. I do not know her. I don't want to be seen with her. Simple as that, but go ahead.
So kind of like the brother just said, you know, if you shame of who the world calls Jesus Christ, then he'll be ashamed of you when judgment day comes, basically, you know. And in the gospel, Jesus say he's the light, he's the door. You know, you got to go through him to even get to the Father.
All right.
So it ain't nothing to be ashamed of. No, Salakia. You're not supposed to be ashamed at all. Give me Isaiah 45:17. You want Isaiah 45:17?
This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
You see right there, it says Israel shall be saved with the everlasting salvation, and you shall not be ashamed of world without end. According to the Bible, you Israel. Can I ask who's your father? I'm not asking who your father is, as in like what's his name, what's his occupation. I'm asking like what was his ethnicity? Race.
I can't think of the word right now, but I know I just been had a long day today, so
Is he a so-called African American?
I don't know.
What is he? Is he black? Is he Hispanic? Puerto Rican?
Hebrew, I don't know the word. I can't.
Let's start with it. If you was to fill out an application, what we put in?
Black, but that's not.
It's okay. Israelite.
Is he? He not white. Okay, that's a check mark. I'm asking basically, is he like? Okay, would you say he's African?
Egyptian.
Look, do you see yourself on this sign anywhere? Don't worry about this side. On this side, do you see yourself anywhere? Or what your father would be, do you see it? No?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
How old are you?
And you don't know?
I do, but not like.
What's your race? Oh, so you native. Okay, so is your daddy native? Okay, so your daddy native, so he'll be from Gad or Reuben, I believe.
So you're Indian.
Okay, yeah, bam, you could have just said Native American, that's all good. So basically, you would fall under the 12 tribes of Israel. And the Most High has respect toward Israel. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
I got it.
I got
It's the
14.
book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So kind of like I just said, God got respect to Israel. You above all people on the face of the earth. Would you say you equal to a so-called white girl? Why would you say you are better than her?
Not really. I mean,
Why not?
Yeah, but not really. I mean, I don't care about it. I mean, I do care about it, but
But don't nature itself tell you that you're better than a a so-called white girl, don't they get sunburned? Do you get sunburned? Why is that? Exactly. Nature itself tell you better. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, you above all people on the face of the earth. Give me
This is Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. It says, "And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good."
So you just found out that you Israel. The Most High God just asked the simple question: what does the Lord God require of you? Can you get into heaven just by doing nothing? What do you got to do? You see, and that's the problem with our people. We don't know.
Hey, do you care about going to heaven?
I do care,
But what? Hey, look. We right here though.
but I'm just like, I got too much going on. Like,
You got too much going on for heaven.
No, I'm saying like, I should be listening to y'all, but my cousin, he tell me all this stuff every day because he Muslim and stuff like that.
We're not Muslim.
Or whatever y'all want to call it. And
I don't think you pay attention to him because you're looking away from us, and we're telling you the same thing.
I do pay attention to him, but I just
What's more important than the Most High?
Money,
my life.
getting that bag.
Your
My
money.
life, I don't have to.
You don't have to what? You don't got to do what he say?
Not that. I mean, some people different. I mean, I don't go to church, so
So you more important than the
I
Most High?
believe in, God, Jesus, but I still go to church.
I never said you had to go to church. Are you? Hold on. Let me ask you. Are you nervous? Do you do drugs?
I smoke weed.
Is that why you can't pay attention right now? Because you high? I mean, it's cool. That's what we out here. We out here to teach people like come back to the Most High and get off of stuff like that. Because it seems like you're paranoid and you just don't read. And that shouldn't be. We shouldn't do that to people. You might as well be on heroin or some shit. Like for real. If you that paranoid and you looking like that.
Hey, can I say this? Let me say this. So you know what drugs and weed do to our people? It makes our people weak. It makes them weak because they don't fear nothing, and they're physically weak. They don't want to do anything. Weed is a drug. Now, the things they put in weed makes it a drug. Right? It can be natural from the earth, but we're not supposed to smoke it. We're not supposed to smoke anything. Anything that is smoke going inside your body is harmful. It damages you. Now, if you're eating it edibly, that's okay, right? But if you're smoking it, that's bad. But like I said, it dociles our people. Us as a people, we can be ran and conquered anytime because our men are so docile with drugs and liquor. They're drugged out, right? They got liquor in their system. They can't even defend their own homes because they're too busy worried about getting high, right? So let alone our women not knowing what to do, right? The Bible tells us that the woman should, their feet should abide in their home. They should be in their home raising their kids. You got children? You got one? You got to be teaching your children this. Does he know he's an Israelite? Does he know he's special above all people that are upon the face of the earth? Does he know that? Or she?
No, he's a baby. So,
He's a baby?
yeah.
Okay, but you can start teaching them that too. You know, you can start putting them in fringes. You know, let's get that fringes numbers. So this is a commandment that the Most High God gave you as an Israelite woman. This is one thing you're supposed to be doing. If you want to be special above all people on the face of the earth, this is something you have to do. Right? Go ahead.
This is Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
All right, stop. So you just found out you're an Israelite, right? And knowing that you're an Israelite, you're supposed to make fringes on the borders of your garments, right? You can see every brother on the bottom of their garment, they have on a similarity. They have something that's similar, right? They have fringes, okay? And it's going to tell you why you're supposed to do this. Go ahead.
It says, fringes of the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of a ribbon, upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So there's a border of blue on every brother, okay? Listen up, go ahead.
Verse 39, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So you're supposed to remember all the commandments, okay? There's not just 10, there's 613. You think that's a lot, right? 613 sound like a lot, right? So which one is more? Now, America has 2,000 or 20,000?
20,000.
20,000 laws, right? Walking across the street, that's against Oklahoma's law, okay? But the Most High God has 613. Which one's easier to keep, 613 or over 20,000? 613 is easier to keep, right? So wouldn't it be easier for you to keep your own heritage? That's your heritage.
That's right.
That's something that was given to you, right? To be special above all people. But you won't be special and you won't be above all people if you don't keep them. If you do not keep them, you will not be special. You will not be above. Okay? So what we're out here telling you is that you're an Israelite, according to the Bible, and that you have to do something. Let's get that. Okay, go ahead. Oh, you got something?
Yeah. So I got 2 Peter 2:21. It says, for it has been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, than after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. So he said it's better for you not to know than to know. Because it's hard on us now since we know the truth. You know, we go through temptation, stuff like that. But when you do that, you have to fight against those type of demons. We already told you you were Israelite. We proved it. If you still stay, we're going to give you commandments. But it was better for you not to know. But Yahweh designed it for you to come to the Israelites and know your heritage. So now you know it's stuff that you got to do. And if you don't do them, it's going to be a sore destruction. It's going to be a worse destruction than a person that didn't know.
Now you're going to be destroyed anyway if you don't keep them. Right? But he's saying that if you know and you don't keep them, it's going to be a worse destruction. Right? So you're going to be destroyed if you don't keep them again. But if you know and don't do them, you're going to have a worse destruction. Okay, so what we're doing is that we're encouraging our people to keep the commandments because we love you. Okay, this is love that we're telling you. We're telling you what you're supposed to do as an Israelite woman. Let's get that in Ecclesiastes. So we're going to give you what the Bible is telling you that you're supposed to do. Okay? So let's get Deuteronomy 22 as well. 5, I believe.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Right.
You read now?
Wait, so it says to fear God and to keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. This is your whole job. This is the reason why you're on earth, is to keep his commandments. This is it. Right? You have nothing else to do but to keep his commandments. This is your heritage.
That's right.
Right? You're supposed to be modest apparel. You're supposed to have your head covered, so it's a beautiful thing you got the hoodie on, right? It's good. So you're doing something without even knowing. But we want you to get all of it right, okay? As much as you can. Let's get, go ahead. Yeah, let's read a little bit more.
Verse 14, for God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
So everything, every secret thing, give me 2 Corinthians 5:10. So everything that you do, whether it be good or whether it be evil, is going to be brought into judgment. You're going to be judged on it. Okay? We got to repent, which means turn away from the evil that you're doing and keep the commandments of God. Okay? Now, if you need that herb to help your anxiety or whatever it might be, it's not to smoke. Okay? It's to eat. Right? And you might not need it. It might be an abuse. Abuse means to overuse something. If you're overusing it, you're abusing it. Okay? And we don't want our mothers to be abusing it.
Right.
Okay? We want them to be sober-minded. We want them to be able to educate our children. Okay, go ahead and read that.
Con. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse what?
10.
5 and 10. It says, "For we must all appear before judgment seat of Christ, that every one may receive the things done in his body, according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad."
Read it again.
Con. "For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that every one may receive the things done in his body according
So
to that."
you're going to be judged of everything that's done that you did to your body. Okay? And whether it be good or whether it be bad, you're going to be judged on it. Okay? Sis, and we're trying to show you. We love you. Okay? That's what we're out here doing. And we want you to get right. We want you to be able to teach your sisters the same thing. Right? That they got to wear dresses. Get that? Did you finish that?
No, I didn't finish it though.
I tell her to come over here.
According to that he have done, whether it be good or bad.
No. Let's give her a law real quick. Right, yeah. That's okay. What's your name, sis? Lasagna? He's got one more scripture for you, a law for you. This is a law according to your heritage. This is what your ancestors, your foremothers did. Okay?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. "The woman shall not wear that which pertains to a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God."
So if you seen your foremother come back, if she was to appear in front of you, she would look at you and be like, "You're strange. You're strange to her. This is a strange custom. This is not a good thing." Okay? Because you're supposed to be what? Read that again.
"The woman shall not wear that which pertains unto a
You're
man,
not supposed to wear what's pertaining to a man, which is a pants. Go on.
neither shall a man put on a woman's garment."
Neither shall a man put on a dress, not a woman's garment. Okay? If you want to wear pants, if you desire that hard to wear pants, wear a dress over your pants. Because it's a symbol of respect. Men will respect you. Okay? If you don't want respect, like I said again, if you want to be above all nations, keep the commandments. But if you don't want to be above, then keep doing what you're doing. But we want you to be above. Go ahead.
And Salaki, remember how I read in Deuteronomy 7 and 6 that you are holy, right? What does holy mean? That means to be separate. He gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments to be separate. We would be the same if we did the same customs that these heathens do. But we don't do the same customs that these heathens do. We wear fringes, you know? The women cover their hair when they pray. The men uncover their head, you know? But when you go to a church, all the women got their head uncovered or the women's teaching. And give me 1 Corinthians 11.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. "Every man that prayeth or prophesieth, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth, having her head uncovered, dishonoreth her head."
She dishonors her head. Jump up to give me the heads.
Okay. Time. But I would have you know, the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is man.
Hold on. Do you agree with that? What did you say? Read it again.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
Do you agree with that? Are you even listening?
I don't do too much all the, you know, I just live, wake up and whatever.
Hey, so look, we're not up. I get you. I already knew that's what it was. We're not up here preaching Christianity. We're telling you, look, we're telling you, if you don't come back to the Most High, do you think we got stuff we can do too? Just like you got stuff you can do. But we up here teaching the Bible. You what? That's not what you want to do. So we do what we want now.
No, hold on.
We do.
Yep. I mean, no, not really.
So look, let me ask you this: if you don't go to heaven, where do you go? Look, she rolling out.
I'm not rolling my eyes.
Go ahead. You got it.
You seem nervous. You seem like, is it? Just of it.
I do.
30 seconds.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to y'all another time
That was crazy, bro. Somebody to work. Other than an old lady, bro, she literally told me basically, she was like, damn. She said, that's y'all stuff. That ain't mine. Like, I ain't trying to hear that.
I guess I can go to my lesson. Give me Genesis 6. 6 and what?
That's
7.
crazy.
2 Peter 25.
She ain't about to do nothing but higher. We're gonna chase some dudes. I'm gonna be crying because them niggas left her.
Malik, what's good?
Shalom.
What you doing today? Chilling? You heard of Noah? Noah and the Ark? We finna tap on Noah real quick. Yeah.
This is Genesis chapter 6, verse 7. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air. For it repenteth me that I have made them.
The Most High, like, you know, I'm finna destroy the earth. We already know how that went. He destroyed it with water. It's some more in there. It should be. Go through 8, 9. It's the Most High finna destroy the earth with a sword destruction, like my brother said earlier. Keep going.
God. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of...
But Noah, he found grace in the eyes of the Lord. How you find grace? Go ahead and get that.
2 Peter. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 5. Chapter 2, verse 5. And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the 8th person, and preach of righteousness, bringing the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
119, 172. So Noah, he was a preacher of righteousness. You know, he was basically out here doing what we doing. You know, thou art the holy people, keep the commandments. He was a preacher of righteousness. 119 and 172. 119, 172 times. All right.
God. This is Psalms chapter 119, verse 172. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteous. Righteousness.
And that's what Noah was doing. He was out there preaching the commandments. Because back then it was a terrible place. My brother finna get it right here. Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 6 and verse 11. The earth was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence.
The earth was corrupt and filled with violence, kind of how it is today. You know, back in the day when it was corrupt and filled with violence, the Most High done away with it. What you think He gonna do this time? He gonna destroy it. He said He wouldn't do it with water, but He ain't say nothing about fire. You know, He gonna do it away with it again. You can finish that out.
What else? Here we go, 12.
Con.
And 12. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh was corrupt, his way upon the earth.
So all flesh was corrupt, just like how it is now. You know, in America, you got sodomy. People can do drugs. You can go get a medical card and smoke weed. You got ecosexual. You can worship anything you want to worship. But in the beginning, it wasn't set up like that. It wasn't so. Go ahead.
God. This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 7. But faith, Noah being warned of God, of things not seen yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world, and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
So Noah, by faith, became the heir of righteousness by faith. Because, read it again, Salaki.
God. It says, by faith, Noah being warned of God, of the things not seen yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world, and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
So, Kind. So Noah, by faith, became heir. Basically, he got to inherit the world. Basically, you know, he was the only one left after him, his wife, and his kids. You know, and he was warned of things not seen yet. What do you think the things not seen yet was? I mean, yeah, you can say it's destruction, but in all reality, it's talking about rain. It didn't rain back in the day. I'm finna get another scripture to prove that, but go ahead and get started.
This is Sirach 44:17. It says, Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of wrath. He was taken in exchange for the world. Therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came.
Kind. He was left as a remnant of the earth when the flood came. That's him being an heir. Go ahead and get Genesis 2:5.
Con. 2 and 5 or 20?
2 and 5. 2 and 5. 2:6.
This is Genesis chapter 2 verse 5. And every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew. For the Lord God have not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground.
So God didn't cause it to rain upon the earth back then. It wasn't no rain. It came, like it said, it was a mist that came up. You ever seen fog, like early in the morning, be real misty? That's how the world got water back then. And the Most High came to Noah and was like, I'm finna destroy it with some rain. And that's why he, by faith. Noah had faith. This ain't a new concept. Noah had faith and believed, like, yo, it's about to start raining. And what do you think people said? Nigga, water ain't finna fall from the sky. This nigga bugged out. Water finna fall from the sky is what you telling me, bro? What about all this mist? Kind of how it is today. We say nukes finna fall from the sky. You don't believe that?
All right, bring it out.
I mean,
So that happened?
Yeah, we say a black man gonna part the sky and come through. They don't believe that. But hey, we over here building this boat. We building this boat, getting ready for this rain to come through.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 91, in verse 5. Thus, thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by day, by night, nor for the arrows that flieth by day. So those arrows that David was prophesying of was the missiles. You know what I'm saying? The missiles that's gonna come by. It said come by night, and it says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
So like the brother was saying, we're not gonna be scared of them of that rain, you can say, of them nukes. You wanna know why? Noah was building a carnal boat back then. We built a spiritual boat. We're not finna get caught in this flood. What we always say, we finna be ducked off somewhere eating grapes. Chilling with our remnant. Because after this world passed, we got next. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get that. Actually, can I turn off to you for what?
Hey, bro. So when you gonna come over on this side, bro? We see you every time we come out here, bro. Hey, there's one thing, bro. This brother just brought out earlier. It's better not to know than to know. You definitely know. You definitely have to make a decision, bro. You can't keep walking up and down the street and thinking nothing gonna happen, bro.
I don't even think that, bro.
Well, I understand that. So the fact of the matter is, like, bro, we all have a job to do. You think we want to come out here as much as we do? Like, there's stuff that we do on a daily basis when we're not teaching. But we know that we have to come out even more. You see us coming out even more.
Yeah,
because there's a job to be done. And if you want to be saved, bro, you got to make your body a living sacrifice and get that job done. You have to wake people up so you can be given something by the Lord when he returns. But if you just out here dwelling with these people, you're going to be like unto them. And you're going to get destroyed with them. So I got a scripture for you right quick. This is Ecclesiastes 5:7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Tarrying means to hold back, to wait. So don't wait to turn to them. Don't be like these people, bro. You know way better than what these people know. Like these women walking by, they don't know who the Lord is. You do. Simple as that, bro. We deal with you all the time. So it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. Like, I'm pretty sure you'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with them tomorrow. Or when I come back out, I'm gonna join them. I'm gonna join them. Eventually, you like, I'm gonna get with them brothers, right?
It's locked in, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if it'll.
Bro, if you take a step, the Most High take a step.
Simple as that.
If you think it's not, like, I got a question. Like, why are you not? Like, what's holding you back? That you think that it's not taking care of business for you?
Certain questions. I mean, like when I ask y'all certain things, it's just the lifestyle that it's parents living. I think I'm gang banging and shit. You know, too much for y'all.
I remember last time. I remember last time you said something about the way we presented, right? I think you was like,